welcome back to another video, guys. In this video we are working on this Land Rover L322. It's a 2012 4.4 TDV8, and what we're getting is these warnings. So DPF full with obviously the owner has taken it on a motorway, it's gone into Land Rover, come back, still no joy. So it's being brought into us, in other words. Now we're getting this, irrelevant of that, I know what that is. In other words, I'll fix that at another point anyway, but this is the one that's causing it. And there is something else called P244B. I'll have to double check anyway, but it's another fault code that comes up besides this. These are the two. I am going to do a live data as well to see what the readings are for the DPF. So these are the live data, guys, we're getting. So 32 grams, and this is the result. There's a lot more in terms of what we can go through. However, I'm not gonna go crazy on it. I'm gonna start digging in, and we're gonna find the DPF pressure sensor and work from there, because it's known for it to pack in. If it works and there's power going to it, then we'll move on into a DPF clean, but I shall leave that till last minute, in other words. But yeah, as soon as we turn it on, that's the result, and we'll get cracking. Right, guys, looking at everything here, so this is just so you all know, right? So the engine's there. If you come further back up, gearbox is here, and behind the gearbox and all the way here is the DPF pressure sensor right here. As we can see, these two pipes go into it. Everything looks fine, everything's in contact. It all looks well, to be fair. I mean, it looks like they've put a new sensor on as well, but lovely Land Rover, it seems as though they haven't done the job, probably, if you ask me. So it looks like we've got a bingo in here, and this is heavily clogged up. So what we're going to do, guys, is this one here, we're going to take this one off, take it all off, pop it out, and then we're going to kind of put some chemical down it, which is going to be, so basically this pipe in here, just so you all know, comes back down to about there. God, sorry, what's that's a nightmare. It goes there, there it is, so not there. In other words, the fluid comes back up to there, and then goes through all this, and then back out the exhaust, guys. Alright, so we're going to do it step at a time. Everything's got an idea. So I've got a silicone head, keep an eye on it. I've popped it all the way in, squeezed it in, it won't pop out. Because the head's quite big on this, it wouldn't fit into this, so I've just kind of come up with this idea. I'm sure you can do the same, there's plenty of things about. And there's my pump right there, and we're going to get cracking, pump it all in. A lot of you probably ask, okay, what is it? That's which I'll put the link in below as well, so you guys can sort, well, get one. I'll put the pump in, I'll put all the things in that you require, so you can buy it and do the same thing from your end, whether it's a Land Rover, Nissan, I don't know, Renault, whatever car you've got, you can do the same procedure. Long story short, this is what we've done. Guys, it's leaking ever so slightly, but it's not end of the world. So we'll pump this, and I'm going to run the engine, and I'm going to hold on to it like this and pump it all in, alright? Ever so slightly leaking there, but I'll tighten that up as well. And if we squeeze it like this, it does leak out, but I know it's going in properly. So we'll just do this, and look at what we have here, guys. Obviously, here you are, guys, pumping. I mean, that's a bit sticky, but do that. I've been doing that, to be fair, and this is what we are getting as a result. So far so good. So you have to keep doing this until it's all clear, in other words. Things have dropped, guys. It was 36 earlier, and then 31, and then 29, and obviously it's gone down, as we can see. We're still getting restricted performance and whatnot, but irrelevant of that, we're gonna sort things out differently, because we need to do special functions on this car so we can reset everything, so we don't get any more warning on there, no run here, and the DPF is clean as anything. All right, guys, what we're gonna do, guys, have the ignition on. And in other words, we're going to go into special functions, and on here we've got exhaust emission, diesel particulate filter replacement, okay, ignition 2, which is on. So as you can see guys, once you've done the special functions, it used to come up instantly on there as soon as you turn the ignition on. Long story short, so once you've said that it's had a new DPF on there and you've gone through the procedure, I mean, going back onto the engine section, read fault codes, there's nothing on there guys, absolute nothing, and there ain't anything on there. And if we turn the engine on as well, all clear. So in reality, that's how you would do it. Everything's spot on. We'll go for a drive as well, keep the revs up and just blast everything out of the exhaust, and jobs are good in. So guys, this is what we recommend. Do a motorway straight after it, just to blast all the chemicals out and everything dries up, and keep it, in other words, in manual mode around 3000 RPM, and do your normal 70 miles an hour, which we're on the motorway and we're gonna hit the speeds of 70 in a second. So downshift, and then let's go to the normal 70, and just, you can lock the cruise control in there guys, but in my case I am not going to do that, and hold it there for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you know, or should we say 15 minutes each way, and this should hopefully cure everything. But that's the way to do it guys. It is a bit of a ball ache, but reality is that's the way to do it. We're back after the drive, so if we turn it on, there we go, nothing comes on. And also on the engine section, if we go on here, read fault codes, nothing. Before it was so permanent that no matter how much, even if you didn't turn the engine on, it was like ping right in your face, restricted mode, it was losing power in other words. But here, if we turn it off, turn it on, nothing guys, nothing, which is good news, but that's how you do it.